So we were talking about the mana curves and how they don't exist. You know, this power curve that we talk about and everything above the curve and below the curve. But then you say something's aggressively costed. So there is this sort of imaginary idea of how much an effect costs to Magic players and R&D.
It's a funny spot when you put it that way. There are effects that are, you know, less than a card. We made a deliberate attempt to not put random cantrips in Magic 2010 because it's hard to say, let me tell you about a spell that I'm going to cast as a wizard. Also, it draws me a card. Like, what does that even mean? It's really confusing. Like, what is tap a creature and draw a card? Tell me. Like, really, as a resonant fantasy thing to do, what is that? I don't know. You don't know. No one knows. So you get something like Unsummon, which, in my experience, maybe I shouldn't be saying things like this, I don't know. I only play it in some M10 blue X pairs. I don't like playing it in blue-black because those are kind of grindy control decks where I don't like throwing away a card for tempo. I won't play Unsummon in that deck. So Unsummon to me is worth less than a card there. It's only 1 mana. What do you cost it at? I don't know. It's sort of a tough question. It's clearly good enough in blue-white and blue-green, but that's a kind of an example of where we're going. There are certainly cards that cost less than 1 mana. What does that mean? I don't know. When I say that Harm's Way is aggressively costed, it's not what we normally give you for 1 mana.
Right.
It is not what one gets out of a 1 mana card most of the time, and really, yeah, it's a little bit crazy, but splashes of power in certain places are something that we can do, and it's something that we can use to keep the game fresh. I mean, for example, we have, this 1 mana white instant combat trick is totally awesome. In other places, we have dropped the power of certain things. It's like, did we make Cryptic Command in M10, where it's like, here is a completely sick blue counterspell that is also tapping guys. Did we make that in M10? No. We're just moving around where the power in the certain effects are. Something that you won't find is we're not going to make an entire set of aggressively costed things and just ramp the power up crazily, but in certain things there's going to be power, certain things there's not going to be power, those are going to change over time. And yeah, there are going to be things that are exciting because of that. It's like, wow, we haven't seen something like Harm's Way in forever. That one's really not that complicated. It was in the file. Eric said, let's try having this be good. And we tried having it be good. And it was pretty fun. And
wait, back it up. What does that mean, let's have it be good?
It means that Aaron Forsyth handed off a design file. Some of the cards, because he's a designer, it's not his job to price every card perfectly. It's his job to create interesting ideas that we can use to sculpt into something fun. He handed off some cards that were costed aggressively. That was one of them. We said, maybe it's okay, let's try it. And we decided that that was one of the ones that could stay aggressively costed.
I see.